Love this game. This is my favorite game ever made. And I say that with 100% confidence. I've known it was my favorite game ever made since probably 2012. And I've played thousands of hours of this game. On Xbox 360, Xbox One, and PC. Fallout 3 genuinely ain't got shit on this fucking game.
War. War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes.
Classic.
As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
So I'm pretty sure everybody knows this, but the guy in the checkered suit's voice actor is Chandler Bing from Friends, Matthew Perry.
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene.
Look how fucking big the gun was he just pulled out of that small little section of jacket.
Run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
That fucking music, such a good intro, such a good intro. Like, the game starts with you getting shot in the fucking head. That's crazy. The balls on these guys. Alright. I have all the DLCs, so it's going to put a bunch of shit in my inventory, but I am going to drop all of it in the spirit of starting fresh. Although I've played through this game probably 40 times, so it's not really going to prevent me from just skating through, so it's kind of pointless, but...
Easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Oh, Doc Mitchell. You beautiful piece of shit. So yeah, we're just gonna go with a nice clean junker. Not all caps. So I bought this game used a little bit less than a year after it came out when I was in middle school. So that'd be sometime in what, 2010, 2011. My friend and I both bought it at the same time. We each got a copy when we went to GameStop with his mom, and she bought them for us with our money, obviously, because we were under 17. We couldn't buy an M-rated game. And we went home and popped it in his 360 and played it together and took turns and played it all night. Stayed up all night, played through it. Went home the next day, put my copy in my 360, and never went back. Since that point, I have gotten every achievement in the game. I've just gone all out on it, and I've played it probably fully over 30 times. I played at least a good few times a year, even almost 10 years later. I don't know why, but I never, ever get bored of this game. And I wish Obsidian would have had more time to finish it.
Can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
All right. So we'll play through as a male. I've played this game so many times. I just switch between. We'll be Caucasian. See if we can find a decent preset to work off of. It's not the prettiest characters in this game. I'll give you that. It's not the best graphics. I like playing on PC for the modding purposes, but for recording, it's just easier to play on the Xbox. But when you mod, you can make the game look pretty good. So I'm randomizing here. If we get something that looks like a human, maybe we can use it. Or does it not really randomize it? Does it just show you the same few over and over again? Wow, it totally does, huh? Alright, this will be our basis. We'll stay young, because I'm young. And we'll just change a little bit here. So let's see if we can... you don't see your character very much, so it's not super important. But, you know, I am a sucker for character creation. Like, I fucking love character creation. Widen out our jaw a little bit so our face doesn't look so pointy. Chin, make that a little less pointy. So, yeah, forward is fine. No, don't want a weak chin. There, and then a little less pointy. I think that's a good looking chin. And now just what? Eyes? No. Where can we do eye color? There we go. See, you could barely even perceive the difference in color, but we'll do dark brown because my eyes are dark brown. And my hair is dark brown. I work outside, so I'm pretty tan. I'm not trying to make it look like me, but we'll at least base some of it in reality. Yeah, and then hairstyle, honestly, the hair, that's another reason I like to get mods. I'm not a huge fan of the base hair selection. You know, they didn't have very much time to make the game. And there's just so much content for free in the modding community. High quality content, like hairstyles and clothes and more armor. See, that was all of them. Not very many. We'll go with... what do we got? Comb over. Balding. That's a classic. Yeah, just classic clean cut. It's the only one that really looks good. There we go. Generic white guy number 1. That's us.
Stuff that mattered. Okay, no sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
All right. So, is this the highest sensitivity? Because that's insane. I think it saves your controls, but I just have to verify. Yep, look at that. That is the highest sensitivity on console, which to me is unforgivable. I play on high sensitivity even on controller, and it's just not. It's not sensitive enough. Okay. Time to assign our special points. So, I'm going to go ahead and take all these down to 0 while I read them. Strength will tell you how easily a cowboy totes a saddle and those bigger firearms, or how much help he's going to be for you in a saloon brawl. Strength affects your melee, unarmed, inventory weight, damage overall, and weapon effectiveness. We have perception. A perceptive cowboy always knows when there's a lit stick of dynamite nearby, or when a varmint's sneaking up on him. This affects your explosives, lockpick, energy weapons, accuracy, and compass range. Now the big thing here is compass range, because when your perception's high, you'll see an enemy and they're a mile away. I wish it didn't increase it as much as it does. Endurance. You can't keep a good cowboy down, not if he's the Enduran type, and not if he's got a 6-shooter the size of all tarnation. This affects your unarmed, health, resistance, and survival. This is pretty much only useful for health because you don't need survival or unarmed unless you're doing a survival or unarmed build specifically. Charisma. You'll find there are some smooth-talking cowboys out there that got themselves a voice sounds like an angel's harmonica. This affects your barter, speech, and companion nerve. Now, I'm actually going to leave this one at 1 because a lot of people see charisma as a useless special skill because you can just increase your speech and barter on your own. I don't need companion nerve because I'm not planning on taking any companions because they'll just kill steal everything. And you can just have a shitload of points to put in other stuff. Okay. Intelligence. A smart cowboy is good at most anything, from sucking the poison out of your rattler bite to fixing your broken wagon axle. This affects science, repair, medicine, and skill points. This is easily the most important skill in the game. Skill points, obviously, you need your skills to be high, your lockpick, your guns, and the more skill points you have every time you level up, the faster it goes. Agility. When a fella's in a gunfight and shoots the other guy 6 times before they can get off a shot, it's because that fella is agile. This affects your guns, sneak, speed, action, point regeneration. So, speed is nice, guns is nice, sneak is nice, and action points regeneration is nice. But I don't usually put a lot of points into agility. I don't know why. Luck is a great skill. It's a fantastic skill. Some folks claim not to believe in luck, but when they lose in a duel, you'll hear them say, "That lucky son of a gun." This affects all skills. So every point of luck puts up every skill by, I don't know, 1 or 2, something like that. Critical hits, which is okay. You know, it's useful. And enemy mishaps. The big thing, too, is when you get to the casinos on the strip, oh my fucking god, you can make so much money playing blackjack at the casino. If your luck is over 7, dude, you will win 80% of your hands in a blackjack game. Alright. So we definitely want... What is happening? Here's where I want to go. We'll get everything up to 3. I don't want anything besides charisma. Everything up to 3 besides charisma. Now we want a high strength for carry weight. We want high intelligence no matter what for skill points. I'm going to increase my luck for skill points in gambling. The bonus to all skills, that's useful. Maybe we'll keep it at 7. Definitely want agility to be higher. And I'll put up endurance a little bit. I think I'm going to keep perception down at 3. I'm debating putting an extra point into luck or an extra point into strength. I'm going to go luck. I'll have less carry weight, but I always have a lot of carry weight anyway, and there are perks you could take to increase it later. So I'm just going to take the extra point in luck. So we got 7 strength, 3 perception, 5 endurance, which is mostly just for health. I'm going to take it down to 4 endurance. I'm going to go 8 strength, 3 perception, 4 endurance, 1 charisma, 9 intelligence, 7 agility, and 8 luck.
Must be some frontal lobe damage. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you.
He said there has to be frontal lobe damage. Did I not put my intelligence at 7 or at 9?
Go through a couple of questions. See if your dogs are still barking.
Normally he goes, oh, maybe them bullets done your brain some good. Maybe it's because my charisma's at 1.
Dog.
Dog, cat,
House.
shelter,
Light.
sleep,
Bandit.
stab.
Light.
Yeah, dark.
Mother.
Jeans.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Conflict ain't in my nature. I regular agree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
I regular disagree.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
No opinion. I'm good either way.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Very
I
inaccurate. Strongly
tend to deal
disagree.
with my problems head on.
Agree.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Nice Rorschach test. Okay. An angry 2-headed ant.
Okay. How about this one?
Looks like a vagina. I'm too embarrassed to say what it looks like.
Last one.
That's 2 bears high-fiving, son. A mushroom cloud.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Okay. So all of that was just, for lore. You could build your character based on your little test you do. Nobody does that, obviously. You're going to choose your tag skills. You're going to build your fucking character. So we got 3 tag skills. Our science and repair is so close to being at 25, which means I could hack an easy terminal. Lockpick is low because my perception is low. I'm going to get my speech tagged because it has that negative effect from, getting my charisma at 1. I'm going to go ahead and tag, I don't know. I'm going to tag my barter skill just to get better prices in the shops. And I think my lockpick, just so I can straight up pick easy locks right out the gate. Repair and science at 25 is what I need to fix something. It'll benefit me, but I still have a chance with my traits.
I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Okay, so here's what I do every single time. Skilled. You're skilled but not experienced. You gain 5 points to every skill, but you suffer minus 10% from XP gained from now on. So the thing about traits is there's a good thing and a bad thing. So you have Kamikaze. You have 10 action points extra, but you have minus 2 damage threshold. You gain 25 pounds to carrying capacity, but you suffer minus 1 to all attributes anytime the weight you're carrying drops below 160. So you have skilled, where you get more. You get plus 5 across the board, every single skill, which is amazing. And all it does is it takes a little longer to level up. And you can negate that by taking a perk early on that gives you 10% additional XP. But I normally don't, because I always cap out level anyway, so I don't mind waiting a little longer. Then you got good-natured. You're good-natured at heart, more prone to solving problems with your mind than violence. You gain plus 5 to barter, medicine, repair, science, and speech, but have -5 to energy weapons, explosive guns, melee weapons, and unarmed. So I'm getting a further +5 to barter, medicine, repair, science, and speech, which are 5 of the most useful skills in the entire game. And I'm losing 5 to a few other skills, but that is offset by this 5 I'm gaining over here on skilled. So I have +10 on some, +5 on some, and, just no net loss or gain on others. It is 100% a win-win situation.
That about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Yes, Mr. Mitchell. Anything you say, Mr. Mitchell.